We're going to begin this hour with big news from Meta, formerly known as Facebook. I still got to get used to that. Not Facebook, it's Meta, giving parents new tools to watch over teens who use Instagram and those VR headsets. So starting today, parents will have more power to supervise and limit their teens' time on both platforms and monitor exactly what they're doing and who they're interacting with. So on the Quest VR headsets, parents can now block apps and require teens to get permission before downloading or buying anything. Adam Mosseri, he's the head of Instagram, joins us only on CBS Mornings to discuss. Good morning to you, Adam. It's so good to see you again. Really good to have you here.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Listen, I know you've been working on this stuff for a long time. I know you're a father. I know that this is something that's been very concerning to you. So what are you most excited about as you make the changes starting today?
Well, we want to lead on teen safety online. And as a dad and as someone who's talked to a lot of experts around the world, we believe that parents know what's best for their children. So what I'm most excited about is providing more tools for parents to shape their children's experience on Instagram and on Quest VR into what's best for their teen, for their child.
So how do they do that, Adam, exactly? Because do the parents have to get permission from the teenagers or the teenagers get permission from the parents? How does that work exactly?
You do have to establish that connection, and historically it had to be initiated by the teen, but clearly that's not sustainable. So one of the changes that we're launching this week is the parent can actually initiate that relationship. And then they can see how much time their teen spends on Instagram. They can set limits to that time. One new feature this week is that they can actually pick periods of the week where their child can't use Instagram. Maybe it's homework or school time. And like you said, similar features on Quest to shape their teens' experience there as well.
Adam, I appreciate these new tools as a parent. You know, we are trying to find new ways to not just peek into our child's life, but have an impact. But I want to ask you about Meta being sued. We know that Meta is Instagram's parent company, and they've been sued in 8 states with claims that Facebook and Instagram are knowingly addictive to young people for profit. Do you believe that these new tools are too little, too late?
I believe that one of our most important responsibilities is keeping teens safe online. I believe this is an industry-wide issue. I think we're leading on the issue. I think we've invested more than any other company in safety more broadly. These tools have been in the works for a long time. Some of them have launched years ago. We're actually raising awareness around existing tools like Take a Break this week. I can't comment on any specific ongoing
of course.
But I can say that I'm proud of the work that we've done, but I also believe, and I'm committed to as a parent, that the work never ends and that we have to continue to innovate in the space.
Hey, Adam, we all have a stake in this because we're all parents here. You've got 3 young boys. I'm not exactly sure their ages, but I would be curious if you've begun to think about it as a dad. What is the age where you would say to your kids, all right, Instagram's right for you?
Absolutely. So my boys are 6, 4, and 2, so they're too young. You have to be 13 to use Instagram. But in general, I think this is an important question for all parents, not just about Instagram, but about screen time. We have our own rules in our house where we do movie night once a week, and then on planes, if we're traveling, then sort of all rules go out the door. But for each child, for each parent, it's different. And so, again, we want to make sure we empower parents as much as possible. Because they know better than we do what's best for their children. They know better than anybody. And so we want to lean into that as much as we can.
I'm 100% with you on all rules go out the window when you're traveling.
Yes, that's right.
Agreed. Yep,
that's right. Whatever it takes.
We're right there with you.
Special occasion, you get all the screen time you want. Mom and dad are busy. But I have a question on leading on this question. Yeah, parents should have the control. They know what's best. But you could do a big assist to parents if you police that age limit, right? So there's a lot of 12-year-olds, even 11-year-olds are on there, and all they do is lie about their age. I'm sure you guys have the technology to know that there's some faking going on out there. Any effort to maybe police that age line a little bit more closely?
Absolutely. It's a difficult challenge. It's hard to verify the age of a 12-year-old versus a 13-year-old when they don't have IDs, for instance. We do a lot on age verification. We removed over 2 million people for being under 13 in the second half of last year alone. We're always getting better at it, but we also want to be honest about the fact that there is no foolproof way. Actually, we currently in this world ask every single app to figure out their own approach to age verification. I actually think it would be better for the phone to verify age and then to provide that age in a privacy safe way to each app. I think that could probably be safer for the overall ecosystem. But for now, we're committed to doing everything we can to understand age, verify it. And whenever we find someone who is under 13, we remove them from the account and we suspend their account.
I think you said it best at the beginning, Adam, where you said parents really do know best for their children. I grew up in a house where it wasn't a democracy. What my parents said went. So when I see all these options that kids have, I think that's also part of the problems. Parents, I think, have got to take control. You've got a new feature that says it's called Nudge. What is that exactly? Why do you think this is a good one?
We've all been in that place where we've gone too deep on one topic online. I think we've all had that experience where we popped up and wondered what exactly happened. So what Nudge does is if you spend a bunch of time on any one topic, it lets you know and then suggests maybe you try something else. We want to make sure people feel good about the time that they spend on Instagram and online more generally, I should say. And so this is a way to softly encourage that. And right now it's focused on teens. And no matter what topic you're going deep into, if you go particularly deep, we let you know and we suggest some other topics.
All right, Adam Mosseri, we thank you. It's really good to see you. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Let's hope this makes a difference.
Thank you so much for having me.